What's up, YouTube? This is your boy JD, and today is March 13th. This is the first day of March Madness, where the first very low seed teams are playing today. I'm here about to play NBA 2K18. Did a trade with the Lakers. I traded Dwight Howard and my rookie Jeremy Buchanan for Larry Nance Jr. and old man Lou Aldine for that veteran experience. So, and plus with Larry Nance being a dominant player that he is, even though he's with a garbage team like the Cleveland Crappy Cavaliers, he's a good player. So I took the trade that the Lakers gave me. You'll see him later in the game. He's on the bench because I still kept Hassan Whiteside as my power forward and Rudy Gobert as my starting center. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Let's go ahead and get to this gameplay.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Nuggets come into town for this one. And two conference rivals, Steve, going head-to-head. Maybe a little extra animosity tonight here.
You know, Kevin, to describe it, they don't like each other. There will be no hugs, no handshakes. This is about compete, compete, compete.
Well, good. Look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Whiteside sends it back, and he gets it back. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the tray. Clarkson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You don't see that play regularly from them, but it led to a made three, so you can't knock them for trying it.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Covington kicks to Mitchell. The kick out to Frazier. They get the rebound. Jokic against Gobert. Here's Covington, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night.
Robert Covington taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Clarkson passes to Jokic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
No one covering.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Clarkson dishes to Chandler, and it's Jokic in the corner. Back to Chandler. Jokic a screen. 5 to shoot. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got his first bucket of the night.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Well, Rudy Gobert, drafted the 27th pick in the 2013 draft. The Jazz looked at him as just a project, but his development has been rapid.
Clarkson kicks to McCullough. The pass to Wiles. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Mitchell. 11 points last game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder was an outstanding basketball player in his own right.
Well, yeah, he was an All-American point guard in high school. His high school team, Mercer Island, was ranked #1 in the country. He got at Duke to 3 Final Fours. He didn't play pro basketball, but he got his law degree, his business degree, and he went into coaching.
And Mitchell drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They set the pick. McCollum kicks to Chandler. Jokic a screen. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's McCollum. Not going to go that time. And Utah the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
You know what? They were awful offensively, labored to score on any level.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Shoots it. Here's Covington. Chandler with the block. Here's Wiles. He's covered by Whiteside. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
Covington against Chandler. Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Wiles. And that one is hammered home.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Frazier kicks to Covington. Back to Frazier. Pass to Whiteside. He dishes it to Covington. Over Chandler. Covington with the bucket. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, their focus wasn't there in that one. Same with the shot selection.
I've seen worse shooting nights, but this was pretty bad, and it obviously cost them the game.
And Steve, you are known for ball handling at 6'7". It seems like we're seeing more and more big players with that kind of skills. Antetokounmpo, Ben Simmons in Philadelphia as he begins to come back in his rehab. Of course, LeBron James. Why do you think that's the case? The taller guys handling the ball and with great success.
You know, Kevin, I think it's because now guys are not in the box. I don't think you have positions. It's positionless basketball. And guys want to be able to dribble the basketball, shoot the basketball, and they work on their game. I know kind of my era, the big guys just stay in the paint. The guards handled the basketball, and then kind of the 2 and the 3 were the only guys that did a lot of different things. But I think right now guys are learning the game from such a young age to be able to do it all, and that's the reason why we're seeing more triple doubles.
Jokic a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Jazz.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
That free throw, no good.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Utah leading by 6. Frazier dishes to Mitchell. Here's Whiteside. And again, it's Utah. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Murray kicks to Jokic. Denver the rebound. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
High post, Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell. For Murray. And again, it's Utah.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Now here's Lynn. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. 13 feet away. Second chance shot. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And they pick up 2. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lynn against Frazier. Outside Harris. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Gobert. That's good from Harris on the assist by Jokic. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
That's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's covered by Whiteside. Gobert against Jokic. 6 to shoot. Jokic a screen. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Fires the 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz, well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. The guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Murray out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Whiteside, the pass to Gobert. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And the Jazz lead by 6. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Mudiay. No good on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Mudiay kicks to Jokic. A The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And that's 10 points for Jokic.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. Baseline try. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Whiteside's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jokic passes to Murray. Here's the floater. Covington against Harris. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
For Utah, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw drops for Covington. And the league has taken some measure to keep the pace of the game going, which I think is good, getting players to the court more quickly after timeouts. Just carving some seconds. Sometimes they add up over the course of a game to make it seem faster, to keep the rhythm of the game. You like that direction, Steve?
I love that direction, especially for the fan to get a chance to watch it. I love all the little, like you said, nuances to keep this game moving. I would love to see, even when a coach calls a timeout, if he doesn't want to take the time, that they can continue to keep playing. If both coaches agree, just to have a timeout, because sometimes you just want to have a break. You might want to turn it over. You call a timeout, you don't have to have to strategize. Just keep playing.
Here's Wiles. Back to Moutier. Rebound, Utah. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Here's Wiles. A beautiful reverse layup. Wiles got his 2nd basket.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Jackson dishes to Whiteside. It's stolen by Moutier, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Moutier. Here's Whiteside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Whiteside's got 10.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
It's McCollum on the wing, defended by Covington.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Denver.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Jackson kicks to Anderson. Back to Jackson. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Wiles no good. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Count that one. Anderson's got his first basket.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And it's Whiteside off the drive, and there it is for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McCollum kicks to Wiles. Dishes to Clarkson. Pass to McCollum. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Nuggets ball.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
The Jazz making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. Utah leading by 12.
I mean, Rudy Gobert, a 7'2" shot blocker out of France. He's emerged as the starting center in Utah, a defensive dynamo.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. It's deflected. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Lyles. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And Rudy Gobert with a 7'9" wingspan, arm span, and a 9'7" standing reach. Steve, those are the longest measurements ever recorded at the NBA Combine.
Wow, and also surprisingly, he's light on his feet. The combination of length and mobility, it makes him a terror on defense and a dangerous, dangerous role man offensively.
And Jefferson sends it back. Here's Nance, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Chandler. The Jazz have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Both free throws good from Nance. And versatility never in more demand, Steve, than right now. Do you think we're seeing more versatile players in the league now than ever before?
Yeah, we are. I mean, I think top of the list is you start off with LeBron James. Then you have players like now Russell Westbrook, guys being able to collect triple-doubles. Giannis, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, is unbelievable because I think by the time the end of his career, he'll be able to play the 5 for our size and 1 because of his skill set. Versatility in this league is a premium right now.
Here's Jefferson. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lynn with it. Jefferson picks him up. Unloads from 13. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lynn's got 4 points in the quarter. Jackson kicks to Nance. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Lyles passes to Clarkson, and the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
In the corner, it's Jefferson. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anderson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler. The Jazz have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
2 shots.
Free throw, good, Anderson. Both free throws good from Anderson. The Nuggets trail by 12. Murray with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They set the pick. Lynn kicks to Jokic. Over O'Quinn. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's Utah enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the... Denver shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Jonas Jerebko out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Jackson. And it's O'Quinn in at the center position. That's the group right now for Utah.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Frazier kicks to Nance. Fires for 3. Goes back up. They get a hand on it. Goes up again. He lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
The drive by Jokic. Nance with the rebound. Jazz leading by 15. Ball stolen. Here's Lyles. And that one, good. Lyles got 10.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Frazier dishes to O'Quinn. He gets it in there.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Clarkson passes to McCollum. Here's Lyles. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for Utah.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Basket counts. Nance has got 7 points for the quarter.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson kicks to Jokic. A floater. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Jokic slams it in.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Mitchell's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Clarkson. That one, no good. Nice D from Frazier. Here's Mitchell. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Jokic. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Moutier in for Clarkson. And Mitchell drops them both. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. It's stolen by Frazier. And now Utah, fast break. Chandler with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Moutier with the ball. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
Jokic passes to Hernangomez. And here they come. Here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jokic kicks to Chandler over Urebko, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Chandler's got his second basket of the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the Jazz with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Nance. And Robert Covington subbed in for Urebko. Harris is checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for McCollum. Here's Covington. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And here is Murray. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Utah foul. Donovan Mitchell. That's his first personal foul.
Jokic a screen. Misses the three. Utah leading by 22. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Jokic with a screen on Frazier, and there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Lyles checked in for the Nuggets. Jeremy Lin comes in for Moutier. Harris, right side, shoots over Covington. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really, right?
Oh, goodness! Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Man, he really got up there. I don't think he was ever going to come down.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Jokic sets the screen for Lin. Can they get it? The putback. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 14.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And that's where Gobert is most effective, scoring right around the rim.
Lin dishes to Murray. Back to Lin. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
And stolen by Whiteside.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Here's Murray. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 1:30 left in the third. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lin kicks to Murray. Passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Jazz making a change here. Neto's checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Outside, Lin. Here's Jokic. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jokic has got 16 points.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
24 seconds left in the third. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some
Impressive.
thunder. Yeah. Lin kicks to Lyles. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
A lot of basketball comes down to recognizing mismatches and taking advantage of them like he did.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Johnson. Jeremy Lin is out there with Beasley. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Leiden in at the 4 spot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the new CBA hammered out, Smitty, last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early, and that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well, and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court. Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Snatched away. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball. Here's Covington. True on the 14-footer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jokic kicks to Beasley. No good with the triple. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
But they get it back. Lin kicks to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Over Whiteside. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Covington against Johnson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Lin dishes to Beasley. The fader. Beasley can't get that one to fall. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Whiteside, he's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Jefferson gets the bucket. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now here's Lin. T right on him. Kicks it out to Johnson. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Johnson is known to shoot threes from time to time. He can make that one.
Here's Neto. It's Covington on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Covington's got 9 points here in the second half. Lin the pass to Jokic. Now here's Lin. He's tightly guarded. Here's Leiden. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Over Jokic, and Utah again with the bucket. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
A different look for Utah. Nance comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Yarebko is subbed in for Jefferson. Luol Deng is checked in for Utah. Denver also making some changes. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jokic. And it's Moutier in for Jeremy Lin. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Deng against Johnson. Feeds to Beasley. 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Johnson can't hit. For Utah, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Beasley against Covington. Beasley outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 to 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off of.
They set the pick. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. Good work there as it goes.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Here's Covington. And Utah again with the bucket.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Dang against Chandler. Unloads from 13. Now Dang. You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Hassan Whiteside.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The feed to Beasley. They set the pick. Those 3-pointers off the mark. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Dang kicks to Yarebko. A beautiful reverse layup.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Chandler's shot, good. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Good on the bucket.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home.
All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that.
And the
Man,
was
my
flawless.
boy Hassan, well, it looked like Hassan Whiteside's walking on his own 2 feet. So
From the sideline, David.
hopefully he'll just be out for 1 or 2 games and he'll be back.
Thank
But
you very much, Rudy.
man, that was a Donovan Mitchell show, true and through.
How did that
So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll see y'all Thursday. I will do a division
Always
division
been one of the best
division
routes in the league.
gameplay.
Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
Doing another global
David,
event
thank
that's
you
coming
as
out
always.
this weekend starting
Well,
Thursday.
folks, that's gonna do
So
it
I'll
for
see
now.
y'all then. Y'all
For
take
Steve
care.
Smith,
Peace.
Greg Anthony, and David